Hi, I'm Karen. This video is for auditors assigned to an ACP audit case and is part 3 of 3 videos showing you how to complete audit tasks in TESA. There is also a separate video showing you how to create audit recommendations at the end of your audit. For more information about the audit process, please refer to our website. So what happens after the draft audit report has been reviewed and approved by IPART? In the next few minutes, I will impersonate an auditor. I will submit the quantitative findings, the qualitative findings. I will upload the final audit report, update the status on previous recommendations, and review the final documents released for this audit case. I would have received an email notification from TESA advising members in my organization who have a TESA login that there are tasks awaiting action. I've logged into TESA as an auditor and I've arrived on the landing page. Now let's go to My Tasks by clicking on the My Tasks widget. This shows me the list of tasks assigned to my organization. I see the remaining tasks I need to submit where the task state is open. Please note that I can do these 4 tasks in any order. For example, I could complete the qualitative findings task after or before the final report submission. Let's open my quantitative findings task. You can see the instructions from IPART. To add a quantitative finding, I click on the Add button. The mandatory fields are highlighted with the asterisk. Type in the vintage and fill in the relevant fields and click Add. I can now add another quantitative finding if I wish. If I've made a mistake and I need to remove the row, I click the X and I click Remove. If I need to make a change, I can click on the Edit row again to bring up the pop-up and make my changes. And then click Save. If I'm not ready to submit my task yet, I can scroll down and click the Save button to save my progress. I can then go back to My Tasks and reopen that task. This time, let's submit my response. If I have submitted my task and I want to change my submission, I will need to raise a technical support case to ask for IPART's assistance to move the task state back to open for me to action. Let's open my next task, Final Report Submission. This time I click on the Add Attachments paperclip to attach the final audit report. Browse and select your file or files. You will see your attachments at the top of the task. I'm ready to submit the task. Now let's open my qualitative findings task. To add qualitative findings, click the Add button. Select a scope item and type in your auditor finding before you click the Add button. As before, to delete a finding, I can click the Delete or Remove row, or I can edit row if I need to make changes. Click the Add button again to add other findings and click Add. When you're ready, as before, save or submit. Please note that if audit recommendations have not been created in TESA for a previous audit, this task will not appear for me to action. The existing recommendations for this accreditation will appear in this list. There is a lot of information and you may need to scroll right and left to view the ACP response and what the previous recommendation status is. To update a recommendation status, click on the Edit row pencil. Select the appropriate recommendation status from the drop-down list and click Save. You can repeat this for all the other recommendations. Once I've completed updating my recommendations, I can submit my task or save my progress if I need to. So what happens next? Those tasks are now awaiting review by IPART. If IPART require additional clarification, or more information, the task will be reopened with additional instructions. I and any members of my organization with a TESA login will receive an email notification. At any point in time, I can always go back to my tasks to view the status of my tasks, as well as open up the task to see my submissions. Open tasks awaiting my action. Approved tasks are tasks that have been reviewed and approved by TESA once they've been submitted. When the audit process moves to the next phase, or if the audit is complete, the state of the task changes to close. Once the final report has been approved and the audit case has been completed, I can go back to my cases, find my case, to view the documents released by IPART, which will be located at the top part of the case form. To download a document, I need to click on the link, and a pop-up will appear depending on my browser, which I can then click on to open and save the file. Let's recap. This is the last of 3 videos showing you how to complete audit tasks in TESA. I logged in as an auditor. Previously, in videos 1 and 2, the document submission and sampling data and draft report tasks were submitted. After those tasks were approved by IPART, I then received an email notification for additional tasks to be actioned. I then submitted the quantitative, qualitative findings, uploaded the final audit report, updated the recommendations previously created, and then reviewed my case to see documents released.